This is The Maid and the Mansion, a mysterious murder, The Maid and the Mansion Cozy Mystery, Book 1, written by Fiona Grace, read by Amelia. Chapter 1. Mary Adams waited, poised for action as the large engine on the conveyor belt lurched closer. 3, 2, 1. She imagined an invisible timer counting down the seconds until it wobbled to a stop at the point on the factory floor where she was standing. Every time this happened, it felt like a test she had to pass, or else. As soon as it stopped, she sprang forward. Reaching the steel engine block, she took a heavy piece of steel piping from the wire basket by the belt. With forceful wriggling and some shoving, she shoved the pipe into the slot, its shape fitting snugly. Grabbing her wrench, she set about tightening the bolts. After 3 years of doing this, her palms were tough and her arms strong, even though they still ached at the end of each long working day. The smell of oil and metal hung heavy in the factory's stale air. Clangs and shouts resounded around her as she wrestled with the final bolt, jerking on the wrench with all her might, to make sure it was as secure as it could be in as fast a time as she could manage it. Mr. Watson's words, spoken to her before her very first shift, replayed themselves in her mind. "Sunday. We're doing this for our country, girls. Remember that every time you tighten one of these ear bolts, these engines are something we in England's Midlands can be proud of producing. In days to come, people will remember Watson machinery, manufacturing in this unfortunately war-torn time, as a shining example of British workmanship." A stray strand of her shoulder-length buttery blonde hair had come loose from its cap, which all young ladies on the factory floor had to wear for safety so their hair didn't get caught up in the machinery. The strang was tickling her nosy. Fixing the next pipe into place, she pursed her lips and puffed it away as she bore down on the wrench again. There, tightened. Even though she knew she wasn't as powerful as the men who'd worked there previously, she was pleased that she'd done a thorough job, with the help of her tools. High on the wall, the clock's dusty face told her that they had reached the final hour of the day shift. Stretching her right arm tiredly, as she waited for the line to rattle forward again, and the next engine to arrive at her workstation. "Last hour," she mouthed to them, exchanging a grin. But the line didn't move. Instead, with a wheezing noise, the conveyor belt shut down. A mechanical problem? Looking at the other woman on the line inquiringly, taking in their frowns and shrugs, Mary saw they were as much in the dark about this as she was. And then from behind her came the familiar throat clearing that signalled the boss was on site. Mary spun around. "Afternoon, Mr. Watson," she said hurriedly.
"Sample complete. Ready to continue?"